You know, a wise man once told me, in order to be a leader,
we go stop all this fake stuff. Learn to be genuine. Because what's happening is you're carrying over the hurt that people done you in the world, and then you come in the truth and you're on guard for what? How many, by show of hands, who's all striving for the kingdom of heaven? That should be everybody. Understand, the kingdom of heaven is forever. So you're striving to spend forever with someone that you don't want to talk to. Somebody ain't gonna make it. Somebody ain't gonna make it. We gonna start off with the scripture, 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22.
1 Peter chapter 2, chapter 1, verse 22. Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth, through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren. See that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently.
A pure heart fervently. Unfeigned love. What does unfeigned love? What is it? Let me get that definition real quick. Can you pull it up for your brother? Unfeigned love. Read that, Barack.
Unfeigned, genuinely and sincerely felt, without any pretense, faking, or hypocrisy.
Ooh, without faking. Genuinely, sincerely felt. How many of y'all can say that you actually are genuine towards one another? Okay. Now, that's up to you if you're being sincere or not right now. But having a love for each other, it has to be real. People can feel fakeness. You know, in the Christian church, that sister or that brother come and give you that fake side hug and like, sis, come on now, get your ass on. You know, damn well, we don't mess with each other like that. But in this truth, you can't be like that.
Hey, some people are genuine. They genuinely don't care.
Ooh.
They're not being fake. That's the realest thing that they could be is who they are, and they genuinely don't care.
Nah, I'm glad you said that, Cap. So now here's the thing. Sidebar, give me 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Now I'm saying you have to understand, you have to be able to examine yourself and know where you at. If you fake and you know you fake, maybe you don't know that you're fake. What does your actions say towards each other? Do you lack communication? When brothers reach out to you or sisters reach out to you and you don't want to talk to them? And then you come here and you, shalom, sis. Hey, shalom, bro. Most high in Christ bless. Man, if you don't get your butt on. What was that energy throughout the week? Now you want to be super righteous man, super righteous sister. What Paul said, not in my presence only, but also in my absence. Read that.
Verse 1?
No, just to the point. 5.
Yes, sir. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Doth not behave itself unseemly. Seek it not her own.
Matter of fact, yeah, 1.
Yes, sir. Verse 1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
So this is going into someone who's very eloquent in speech. They speak well. They sound good at things. They're very charismatic. Their words sound real good to your ears. But if they don't have the spirit of charity, read verse 2.
Verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing.
So with all these abilities, Paul said, if I don't have charity, I have what? Nothing. So you can talk a good talk. You may be a powerful teacher. You sound great. The words you say are wonderful. But if you don't have a spirit of charity to care for one another, you don't have anything. Because you have to understand, we all have to understand, we're not in this by ourselves. I didn't go into captivity by myself. Y'all was right there with me. And it's going to take all of us to get out. Every single last one of us. So we have to examine ourselves. Do we have the spirit of charity? Do we have that sincere love for one another? Or are you just pretending and faking the funk? Read verse 3.
Verse 3. And do I bestow all my goods to feed the poor? And do I give my body to be burned? And have not charity, it profited me nothing.
So right here, it says, though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned. You break your body up laboring. Work. Fine, cool. Your knees swole. Your ankles jacked the hell up. You've been marching in all the blitzes, but you really don't care for the brother next to you. You really don't care for that sister next to you. Paul said, I am nothing. You can do all the work, but you don't care for that person next to you. You're nothing. Because who are you doing it for? Who are you laboring for? No, not for yourself. You're supposed to labor for who? For the brethren. That's who we're supposed to be. That's what we do this for. That's why the leaders lose sleep. They leave the country. They do all these things. Brothers up late at night trying to fix things, trying to resolve problems. They got to work early in the morning. They're trying to resolve these things not for themselves, but for y'all. To make sure the congregation runs smooth. To make sure that y'all have what y'all need. To be a leader, to be an example in this truth, it requires sacrifice. It requires no life. Your life is for the people. Your life belongs to the Lord regardless. But it requires I said this before, this truth is beautifully complex, meaning it's selfishly selfless. I know it sounds crazy. I'm going to explain what I'm saying. Nobody in here wants to die. We all want the kingdom of heaven, right? That's something that you want. That's something we all desire. But in order to get it, I have to sacrifice my time and my life for you. To get what I desire, I have to do it for you.
The reason why it's hard for a lot of people is because throughout our life, we grew up not getting what we wanted. We grew up not getting what we wanted. We grew up with things not going your way. Nothing really worked out the way you wanted it to work out, and you had no choice in the matter. Now you grown. And now you can say, no, I'm grown. This is what I won't do, and this is what I'm going to do. So as we get older, we start being selfish. Then we become parents. So now you can't be as selfish as you used to be. So there's still got to be some way, shape, or form for me to be selfish, and we take that out in this truth. Sisters call you, you don't respond. Then you say, sisters is mean, they not friendly. Do you show yourself friendly? No. People got all the issues in the world, but you part of the problem too. The solution is not with you. If you were the solution, all right, we can have a conversation. But if you're just bringing up the problem that everybody else got, you part of the problem too. You know what I'm saying? The reason why we act that way is because deep down inside, just like a child, go to verse 11, same chapter.
Yes, sir. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Why, after all of the description of charity, he go back to where he was a child? Because as a child, you ain't got no charity. As a child, you selfish. As a child, you're self-centered. As a child, you can't handle your emotions. As a child, you want things to go your way, and if they don't, you throw a hissy fit. But when you become grown, you like, you know what? I really want to do this. I really want to have a family day. But these people over here need my help. So I'm going to tell my wife, look, the family day thing, I got to put that off to the side. I got to handle this first. And I don't care how you feel. It's about the betterment of the body and the congregation. That's where being selfless comes into play. We don't have time to indulge in the selfish things that we couldn't indulge in before. That day is over. That time is past. Those of y'all that wanted to be in the music industry, that time is past. Those of y'all that wanted to be actors and actresses and models, that time is past. You wanted to go to school and be this, that, and the third. Most of the time, that time is past. Your life is for the Lord and for those that are to your right and to your left. So that selfish spirit, get over it. That time is over with. Now you got to be charitable. Now your life ain't yours no more. Now you got to sacrifice your time, your energy, your emotions, your knowledge. You got to sacrifice all of that for the person next to you. Congratulations, we're Israel.
That's a fact. And something what Cap said too, give me Proverbs 18:24. Because sisters, you can't be upset if sisters don't want to talk to you, but you're in here mean mugging. You're telling sisters to get the hell away from you. You mugging them. What you frowned up for? What you sizing people up for? Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 24. A man that had friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
So a man that have friends, he what?
Must show himself friendly.
Must show himself friendly. Must show himself friendly. Meaning, guess what? You're going to have to smile. You're going to have to do certain things that may be out of your character, out of your nature. Because in the world, you may have been reserved. You was to yourself. Because in the world, depending on what lifestyle you come from, mugging people was a defense mechanism for yourself to stop someone from getting close to you, from hurting you because of whatever happened. So now you mugging everybody, brothers and sisters. So you have to learn how to show yourself friendly. If brother's not coming to your side, sister's not coming to your side, question yourself. Damn, what am I doing? And guess what? Not everybody's going to be your friend in this truth. I learned that early. I learned a hard truth. But it's okay. You men are my brothers by default. The things that we go through is going to determine if we become friends. You just, y'all understand what I'm saying? Y'all look confused. Give me Proverbs, is it 18? No, 17, I think 18. 17. Proverbs 17:17.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
A friend loveth at all times,
Uh-huh.
and a brother is born for adversity.
A brother is born for adversity. Your level of closeness will be determined by the things that you go through. Okay? But you have to have the spirit of charity to want to go through it with your people. What I had you go back to 1 Corinthians 13 and give me 4.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up.
Read verse 5.
Doth not behave itself unseemly. Seeketh not her own. Is not easily provoked. Thinketh no evil.
That's the thing. Thinketh no evil. Thinketh no evil. What can cause you to think evil towards somebody? Something that someone did you in the past. Now the person in the truth may resemble that person. Whether it be a physical look or their mannerisms. May remind you of a person that hurt you in the world. So now you're automatically thinking evil towards that person. But if you're in the proper mindset of, hey, we new creatures, I'm trying to learn this brother, trying to learn this sister. Let me give them a chance. Let me prove them. Because just like you're approving that person also approving you. But you have to show yourself friendly. If you want people to understand who you are, you must show them what type of person you are. So give me verse 13.
Verse 13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three.
So look at these three categories: faith, hope, and charity. These are big things. Read.
But the greatest of these is charity.
So out of the greatest of these things, charity is the greatest one. Charity is the greatest one. So now, your hope is that we're going to get the kingdom of heaven, right? So now you understand that we're Israel, we keep the commandments, wear fringes, things like that. We are in the repenting process. Cool. Your actions show forth where you at with that. Now, do your actions show forth where your charity is? Because when I hear Cap, why they don't make phone calls, or the phone work two ways. They don't call me. I've heard that from several brothers, several. And that's the wrong spirit to have. That's the wrong spirit to have. Be the change that you want. Be the change that you want. If you want brothers, if you want to get closer with brothers, step outside your comfort zone. Step outside your comfort zone. So give me Proverbs 24:16. Because remember, it says charity thinketh no evil, right? But unfortunately, because we're Israel, we have to go over things like this because that's what we do. Come on.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief.
Okay. The wicked shall fall into mischief. The just man is those that fell out, committed sin, whatever, got put out. Now they're fighting. They fought, they came back. All praises. But the wicked shall fall into mischief. They get put out and they dabble and they choose to stay in that sin. Right? So, but what happens is some people, because you felt a certain type of way about a brother or sister, I knew sister so-and-so was always like that. I knew brother so-and-so was always like that. Well, damn, why don't you pray for that brother? Why don't you pray for that sister? That they recover themselves and come back. Read verse 17.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth,
Mm-hmm.
and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth.
And that's what Israel do. When you feel a certain type of way about a brother or sister, you rejoice when they stumble. You rejoice when someone's demoted or they're getting corrected by leadership. You sitting down, you reflect, and you smile like, yeah, take that, nigga. That's some evil stuff. Because when it's your turn, when it's your time to get in that hot seat or whatever's going to happen, you go pray to somebody to have mercy on you. And it don't always work out like that. Read.
Verse 18. Lest the Lord see it. And
Go back 17 says, rejoice not when thy enemy falleth, and let not thy heart be glad when he stumbleth. Don't be happy when a brother or sister fall. Regardless of what happened. Don't have that mindset, because understand, when brothers fall out, that's one less brother we have to get closer to the kingdom of heaven. We got to pray that that brother recover themselves. Pray that that sister recover themselves so that household can be strengthened, so them kids can grow up and be in the spirit. Some households got 9 boys. We one step closer. We need these households and these men and women to be strong. Read verse 18.
Verse 18. Lest the Lord see it and it displease him, and he turn away his wrath from him.
So understand, when you have that type of mindset, if your mindset is, you know what, I'm glad this happened, or you may not physically say, I'm glad that person failed, but your actions show that you're rejoicing. Understand, you're putting yourself in direct line of fire with the Lord. Watch this. Give me Sirach 28:1. Because something else people struggle with, Israel struggle with, is forgiveness. Give me Sirach 28 and verse 1.
The book of Sirach, chapter 28, verse 1. He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord, and he will surely keep his sins in remembrance.
Verse 2.
Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he had done unto thee. So shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest.
Forgive. Forgive the hurt. Don't hold on to that stuff. Whatever someone did you in the past, whatever it may be, forgive that person. Don't hold on grudges. Because what I hear, people will say they forgive, but then they really don't forgive. But they'll mask it and say, I just didn't forget. If you feel a certain type of way towards that person, you did not forgive that person. Let's say Barack did me something, right? Let's say Barack did me something. And 5 years have passed. And I'm still talking about the situation. And I'm still angry. Did I really forgive him? Hell nah. I didn't forgive this man. But I'm going to mask it as, I ain't forget. I forgive you, bro, but I ain't forget. Bro, what the hell? We got other stuff going on in the world. You talking about this one situation. 5 years ago. But it happens, though. Read verse 3, please.
Verse 3. One man beareth hatred against another, and doth he seek pardon from the Lord?
So that's the question I have for y'all. Can you expect forgiveness of the Lord and you can't forgive your brother? No. You can't. Give me Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. Because something else that we have to work on towards having a love for the people is be mindful of your conversations. Be mindful of the things that you're speaking about. Be mindful of how you conduct yourself. Come on.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts.
Come on.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. And that ye put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness.
So, all right. Brother Jonathan. So you think I'll call on you. This is a interaction session, sir. You know how I get down. So what does putting off formal conversations look? How does that look? Did you cut the mic on for him?
Shalom.
Shalom, bro.
Putting off formal conversation is talking about how you used to roll in the past.
What they mean?
When you were doing sinful things in the past. Putting that
it?
off.
Conversations.
I'm not sure.
Okay. So now also, formal conversations. Brothers are still be obsessed with ESPN, right?
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Rap beefs, things like that. Formal conversations or how they got down in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So how can that taint a brother's spirit?
How can it take us, brother spirit?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, probably we're supposed to be dying to the world, but you still engaging to the world. That means a part of you still attached to the world. We're supposed to be detaching from the world. Like it says in John chapter 3, 19. We still love the world. We love darkness. Man love darkness rather than light. They're still holding on to it. So their conversation ain't changed.
True. Watch, let me show you something.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
1 John chapter 2, verse 11.
1 John chapter 2, verse 11. But he that hated his brother is...
9.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
He that saith he is in the light and hated his brother is in darkness even until now.
So someone can say that they're in the light, right? They're keeping the commandments. And hated his brother is in darkness even until now. So now when it says hate, give me an example of hatred.
An example of hatred would be you talking, like you say, your conversation not godly. You're not keeping the whole conversation. He talking about cheating on his wife.
I can hear me good. You good?
Yeah,
Okay.
He talking about cheating on his wife. You don't rebuke him. You hate him, according to the scriptures.
Okay, that's good. Now, watch this. With that, he that said he's in the light and hated his brother is in darkness even until now, right? So you can say something and be completely out the spirit, right?
Right.
You can murmur against a brother, slander a brother, talk down on him and his household. It says he's in darkness even until now, meaning he is in sin even until now, like this very day. Read verse 10.
Verse 10, he that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
So this also goes into a brother that's willing to correct the next man. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there's no occasion of stumbling in him. Meaning he's not going to say nothing in this conversation that's going to allow this brother to continue in this sinful conversation.
Right.
That makes sense what I'm saying?
For sure.
Read verse 11.
But he that hated his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness had blinded his eyes.
And the reason why having this class is because what happens is people will be so comfortable in what they're doing to where they're blinded. They'll be doing the wrong thing for so long they can't see that it's wrong anymore. That makes sense what I'm saying to y'all? You can do the wrong thing for so long that you won't realize it's wrong anymore. That's like a joke that they made about America. America won't stop doing the wrong thing because it's wrong. They'll keep doing the wrong thing until it's right. So it's the same way how people can be. You think you're in the spirit, but you are completely out the spirit. But you have been doing it for so long because no one's corrected you. You've been talking reckless for so long and no one's corrected you. And you think you're in the spirit. That's why as a brother or a sister, if you have real love for that person, you're going to correct them. Don't just let them do it. I tell the men, if you love me, don't let me do it. If you see that I'm wrong and you don't tell me anything, that's hatred. That means you want to see me fall. It's the same thing. If you see a sister's wrong, you correct her. Of course, you don't have to be disrespectful. Brothers, some of you brothers grow some hair on your chest. You know what I'm saying? And tell that man what you got to tell him. Make sure you're in the spirit when you do it. All right? That's it. That's all I have with that. So go to Ephesians chapter 4, right? Give me 25.
Book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 25. Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another.
So, speak truth is the main thing I want to focus on with his neighbor. If we go be brothers and sisters in here, then be that. Don't allow someone to do the wrong thing. If you know someone's out the spirit, tell them. You know what I'm saying? But something else we don't do, we don't exhort each other enough. Because the world kicks us down, tell us we ain't nothing, we niggas, X, Y, and Z. They paint us in a bad light. Exhort one another. That goes into that charity, having love for one another. These are the things that we have to learn how to do as a people. Because as a people, bro, we go through it. The world kicks us down, tells us all kind of stuff. But we have to learn how to speak truth with his neighbor, for we are members. Yes, sir.
Hey, go to Sirach 8 and 8. Hold what you got.
Yes, sir.
There's We say it all the time. We say it constantly. Brothers and sisters, y'all got to be around one another. This Christian church mentality that we got of Israel United in Christ, that ain't gonna work. That one day a week coming around and hello and how you doing, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Every day that you go to work is every day that Psalms 83 is applied more and more. The other nations will put aside their differences just to keep us down. They will have legit beef with one another, wanting to put hands on each other, take each other's life, and say, you know what? Let's take a pause on that. They call it an amnesty period, a ceasefire. Let's call it a ceasefire so we can get these niggas under control. And then once we get them back in their place, I'm coming for you. They do that all the time. Why we can't do that? I'm going to tell you why. Because we don't come around one another. Read that. Sirach 8:8 and verse 9.
The book of Sirach, chapter 8, verse 8. Despise not the discourse of the wise.
Captain Amaziah was talking about this earlier in his class. Go ahead.
But acquaint thyself with their proverbs.
So it says, don't despise the discourse of the wise. The wise are those men and women that have been laboring in this truth for years. And you see the application of the scriptures in their life. Don't miss their discourse, because what they're going to say is going to come out the Bible. You'll learn some things from somebody that you didn't even expect to learn it from. Why? Because they've been around the wise. They didn't miss the discourse of their elders. So on and so forth. Go ahead.
For of them thou shalt learn instruction.
Of them. Like you talking about. You got to learn how to prefer one another. You got to learn how to speak to somebody. You got to learn how to apply Matthew 18. You got to learn how to apply the scriptures when somebody offends you, or if somebody just needs to be corrected. You got to learn those things. In order to do that, you got to be around people who do it all the time. You can't be around somebody that don't correct nobody and learn correction from them. It's not going to happen. Read on.
For of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease.
You'll learn how to serve great men. Go ahead.
Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learned of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding.
Of them you'll learn understanding. Go ahead.
And to give answer as need requireth.
You'll know how to answer people when it's needed. You got a problem with somebody, you know exactly how to say it. Because 9 times out of 10, the problem that you have with somebody is a problem that somebody else had with somebody, and you was there when the problem got solved. Here's a cheat code. You can say and do the exact same thing that they did to resolve the problem. That's the cheat code. They said, you know what? My bad. I shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're right. Somebody like you, I get it. You come from this type of background, that's considered disrespect, I get it. The way that I talk to one brother is not the same way. I don't talk to all brothers the same. There's one brother, I could literally talk to him like a nigga on the street, and he will understand it and he won't ever be offended, because that's where I have to meet him sometimes. There's another brother that I can't talk to him like that. If I do, it's either a fight gonna break out or I'll probably destroy the brother's spirit. But everybody gets talked to a different way. Same thing with your kids. Each of your kids, you don't talk to all of them the same way. Some are more sensitive than others. So you got to talk to one, sit your ass down somewhere, and the other one, hey, you better. Same thing being said, 2 different ways. Same thing with the brothers and sisters in the body. But you learn that from being around the wise. Whether you think they're wise or not, it don't matter. They're wise because the Lord called them in this truth, and they've been striving for decades. You understand? Once you learn that, then you'll learn how to solve problems, how to answer, how to adjust things in your marriage, how to approach brothers and sisters. It's not called being fake. It's called maturity.
I like that. So with that being said, watch this. Give me Sirach 6 and verse 23. To Cap's point. Come on.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 23. Give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel.
So, want you all to pay attention. That's what it's saying. Pay attention. Receive the counsel I'm about to give you. Jump down to verse 32. Matter of fact, read 27.
Yes, sir. Verse 27. Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go.
So this is referring to wisdom, right? So now give me 32.
Verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught.
Thou shalt be taught. Now understand the Bible is written in masculine form, but it's referring to you sisters as well. It's talking to you sisters as well. Okay? Read 32 again.
My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught.
My son, if thou wilt, if you're willing, you shall be taught. Read.
And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent.
If you will apply your mind, you shall be prudent. Give me Proverbs 16:21. We coming right back to Sirach. Proverbs 16:21.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 21. The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of the lips increaseth learning.
See that? The wise in the mind shall be called prudent. Go back to Sirach. So if you're willing to be taught, you'll become wise. But you have to have what? A willing spirit. This is for you sisters as well. Because if you're married in this truth, or you're striving to be married and you want to learn how to be a righteous wife, you know what if you was married in the world, you know what it's like to be married in the world. You don't know what it takes to be a righteous wife in this truth because you was never that. And if you're married in this truth and you don't go around leadership wives, how can you learn and know what it takes to be that if you don't put yourself in that situation?
I'm going to just look, I'm brutally honest. The ones that do that, them the ones that control the house.
Ooh. Hey, it is what it is. Brothers know what to do. You got to go in a purse and get your coins back. You got to get your coins back, man.
They got them chocolate coins. You remember the candies? Remember the candies that was in the wrapper? It was gold. We seen them at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah. The $1 million candy bar, and then they got the gold coins that come with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the coins they got. They're candy coins.
Oh, damn, it's not even real.
Sweet coins.
It's not even real. Bro, you gotta take some testosterone or something. They call that stuff TRT. Got to do something. Damn. Sister in the house. All right. Sit down, bitch, nigga. I'm going to go over the scripture with you.
I will allow you to correct me. You can correct. I will allow it this time.
Away with you. Away with you, Damien. I have no need for you. What's that sister, the little skit? The rich, she got the furs on. She be doing the comedy skits.
We were just talking about that. Me and wife was talking about that the other day. Frederick.
Yeah.
You may have your bowls back, Frederick. For correction is needed on my part. So I will allow you to say those things to me.
2 verses only.
One. No precept upon precept, just one.
Just one. Damn. Give me she gonna read it. She gonna read the script for him. Give me verse 33. So if we're willing to be taught, you'll be wise in mind. Come on.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow down thine ear, thou shalt be wise.
Now here's the thing. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. Yes, it's referring to wisdom, but it's also referring to correction. A lot of us don't want to be corrected. Or you say you could take correction, but when it come down to it, you crumble. You take no accountability for what was just told to you. It's everybody else's fault but yours. You don't want to be wise then. You just want someone to tell you that you're doing a good job, but you really don't want to do a good job. You want to appear to have it together. Read that verse again.
If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise.
So bow thy ear, that's going into humbling yourself. You humble yourself to that correction. Humble yourself to the instructions that the leaders are giving you. That senior sister is giving you. Because she's trying to help you. Hey, sis, look, this is how you handle this situation. Well, no, sis, you got to listen to your husband. You got to listen to your Lord. He the head of the house. Well, sis, I don't know about all that. All right, go ahead then. Let's see how it work out. We ain't arguing with nobody.
So this is the meaning of bow down your ear. Read that.
To bow down your ear, to listen very closely, attentively, and with deep humility.
With deep what?
Humility.
That's what it means, bow down your ear. Be humble. It's okay to be taught. It's okay that somebody knows more than you about a certain subject. It's okay. It's all right. I wouldn't have the house that I have if I didn't bow down my ear to a man that was in lesser rank than me, but told me exactly what needed to happen because he had done it before. My rank doesn't say that I'm a master at life. It's merely an indication of how long I've been in the truth and how much work that I put in. But if somebody knows something more than me, I'm going to bow down my ear to you and listen, especially if you're an expert in that subject. You understand? That's the same thing with bachelor's degrees, PhDs. That means you are expert in a subject matter, not in all things. So let's not get it confused. All right? So bow down your ear goes into being humble and showing humility and listening to what somebody is telling you.
All praises. All praises. So, read that again, 33.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. Mm-hmm. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise.
And we just explained that bow your ear means to be what? Damn, nobody paying attention? Humble. Humble. Read.
Verse 34. Stand in the multitude of the elders, and cleave unto him that is wise. Verse 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
Nah, you missed it. Stand in the multitude of elders, and cleave unto him that is wise. So, yes, you're going to have to leave your house and actually go by somebody. What y'all gonna do if the phone towers go down? How you gonna apply Malachi 3:16? Would you go train pigeons? Are they clapping pigeons in the damn wind? You have to go by somebody. How can you learn how to get built up unless you go around? Bring your wife. You getting built up, but she not. Now you unequally yoked. Your desire should be for both of you to grow in the spirit. If you're the only one growing, I can't teach my wife how to be a righteous sister. I can instruct her, yes. She got to go to her counsel for that. She got to talk to other sisters to get built up, to grow in the spirit, so she can be more beneficial to the nation. That makes sense what I'm saying? If your wife is at home doing nothing, it's because you are allowing that to happen. You're allowing that to happen. This also goes into charity as well, because you should want and desire for your house to grow as much as you want to grow. I'm saying it again. You should desire for your house to grow as much as you want to grow. Give me verse 35.
Sir, verse 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
Ask questions. Ask questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question. Only the question is what? Not ask.
They don't ask because, I mean, you officer, man, you busy. You busy, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep it all to myself. You know what I mean? I just, I know y'all got a lot to do, you know what I'm saying? You probably ain't got time for little old me. So, I just don't say nothing because, I know y'all be busy.
That's that bastard spirit, Captain, as I was talking about this morning. There's an old saying about assuming. You assume you make an ass out of you and me. I heard Captain Matthew say before, how you gonna tell me what I'm doing with my time?
Bro, that'd be pissing me off. How many of y'all brothers have I asked y'all that? Or you just gonna keep your hand down? Huh, Iran? All right, word. Word.
That's crazy.
Like, damn, you don't never call? I know you be busy. Yeah? What do I do? Describe my day-to-day. I don't know. So how you know I'm busy? Y'all do know that leadership needs y'all to reach out too, right? Like, we can't stay sharp if you don't ask questions. We can't exercise good and evil judgment. You know what I'm saying? We can't exercise what we're learning if you don't have a problem, you don't call, you don't want to study, you don't have any questions. How can iron sharpen iron? How can that happen? You never reach out, you never call, you never have no questions, partially because you never read, you never study, so nothing sticks out to you. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said there is no dumb question. The way that this Bible is written, a lot of times it is confusing, especially when you get to the New Testament and you start getting into the writings of Paul. Like he writes how he talk. He'll be explaining a whole subject and then do a little sidebar over here and then come back to the original thing that he was talking about, and now you done messed up everything. But if you don't ask, you're not going to know. Except when you ask, what is the Ark of the Covenant? Ooh. Then I'm going to curse you out. Ooh. Then I'm going to curse you out. Right? Yeah. But just ask. This is how bonds get formed. You ask a lot of questions. I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all know Captain Emmanuel, right? So Captain Emmanuel, me and Captain Emmanuel is in the room with leadership. They point me and him out. They going to ask one of us or both of us a question. So a lot of times when leadership is talking, we'll do this. Like, say your honors, the bishop or the deacons, hey, so when you say that, that mean this scripture too, right? Yeah. Okay. That's what we do. We didn't inched up. You know how many times we didn't inched up? Because you got to inch up because you don't know. Because like it may be the three bishops sitting there talking. They may be talking about something, and they may look up and be like, all right. But soon as y'all start laughing and joking, I'm gonna go ahead and slide back on over again, because the conversation ain't serious no more. So there might be a little dough And then when we see that, we're like, okay, all right. Then we're gonna inch in closer. Sometimes I sit right directly behind them and scare the hell out of them. Because they be talking, and I'll just be sitting there listening. Hey, so what the hell? Man, where you came from? I've been sitting here for like the past 45 minutes. Man, what the hell? Man, sit over here so I can see. All right, long as you know I'm there, I don't care. I have no cares in the world. I don't. You know I'm here. You said something to me. We locked eyes. We exchanged words for a little bit. All right, now you know I'm sitting here. Now I got questions. And if I don't have questions, I'm gaining understanding. Y'all understand? That's how it works.
All praise. That is an example of stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Give me verse 36.
Sirach chapter 6, verse 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him.
You got it, bro?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
So that's the thing. You have to learn how to wear out the doorsteps. Call. If you don't physically live close, call. I remember when Cap lived in Lafayette. I don't care what time I got to work. I didn't care. I'm about to be there. Look, my whole family be asleep. I think was Shy was in the car seat. Knocked out. I ain't give a damn. I'm in this thing. Shit, my Lord, you got work in the morning. Shit. My work got me in the morning.
That dude used to work. He used to fall asleep in the chair by the door.
It's okay.
Damn, they're suffocating.
Security.
You know he got sleep apnea.
Security. I was on security, Cap. I made sure I was protecting the house for you. You know what I'm saying?
You wasn't breathing.
I was there. See, and physical and the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? I had you, Cap. Come on, man. I was on it. I was on it.
That's why Solomon never came over, because you was security. So you was keeping the bad spirits that Solomon had away. That's why he never came over.
See, I'm gaining understanding.
I'm
gaining understanding right now.
10 minutes away. Never seen him. Damn.
He came say nothing against that. That's crazy. I was there. All praise the Most High for that. So, verse, matter of fact, go to 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8. Because remember, the whole thing is pertaining to love the brethren. This also goes, whenever you go around your leadership, you develop a stronger bond with that person. You develop a genuine love for that person. You start to understand that person a little bit more. You start to understand why they move and act the way that they act. So now you understand, damn, this brother isn't saying this to be mean. That's genuinely how he is. I don't, like, Officer F&I, I don't know if you're here or not, right? When we first came in, he said, Officer, I ain't gonna lie, officer, man, you was a trial for me. Because I don't look like I'm as rough as I am. But as he got to know me, he understood nothing I was saying was to tear him down or to belittle him or to hurt him. That's just my personality. That's just how I am. But then I have to also be mindful, hey, I can't deal with him in this aspect because I don't want to, offend the brother. And he's not the only one. I had one brother come to my house and stood sideways and had to ask me, "Oh, you good, officer?" That's my brother. He got a good spirit now. He all right. But read 1 Peter 4 and 8.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
That's the thing. Charity shall cover a multitude of sins. How many of y'all can successfully say you have charity? Like, it's not a lot of hands. You know what I'm saying? No. You heard the first time I said, now your hands want to go up. You heard what I said the first time. You ain't got a lot to kick it, baby. You ain't got a lot to kick it. But here's the thing. Your actions will show if you got charity. And that charity is gonna show itself when times are not convenient for you. For example, I was with a brother. His house had flooded. I had a Yukon. I parked my Yukon. He got out. I got out right behind him. He's smiling because you know what it is. He said, where you going? I'm going with you. Hezekiah, what I told you, if we catch anybody stealing your stuff, what we doing? We beating their ass together. Because at the time he lived in the hood. I was a lot younger in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? We don't condone that. He lived in the hood, and it was a very bad neighborhood. And I walked through flood waters with my brother. That people was on mattresses floating, dead animals floating in the water. I'm locked in with him. That's the level of charity. But it's going to come in times that's inconvenient for you. How much love do you really have for that person? Are you going to sacrifice your time? Or you just go like, nah, I'm not feeling it. I got something I got to do. Read verse 9.
Verse 9. Use hospitality one to another without grudging.
Give me the definition of grudging. Yep, give me the definition of grudging. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. Without grudging. Read that.
Grudging is an adjective describing actions, feelings, or behaviors that are done or given with extreme reluctance, resentment, or unwillingness.
Unwillingness. You don't want to do it. You don't want brothers to come over. Like you say you do, but you don't really want them to come over. It's grudging to you. Do we? Man, they came over last week. Why they got to come over again? Shh, shut up. Be quiet. And we'll be back again next week too, Lord's will. That's your mindset. If you got a rib that's like that, that's got to be your mindset. And they'll be back again next week too. Say something else. Matter of fact, might even barbecue. We can invite everybody that's in the spirit. Because I got some people that's on the ban list. You can't come. Don't worry about it. Ooh.
Hey, that's real. Because my house kind of basically, since me and my wife has had something other than an apartment, my house was the house to come to. We had a townhouse in New Orleans East. Everybody was over there. We had the house in Lafayette. Those that wanted to come over there came over there.
Shots fired.
When we moved back, I mean, you know, the townhouse in Woodmere, that was, you know, I ain't even want people over there because it was just the condition of the house. You know what I'm saying? We was at a lower state. It is what it is. But the house that we have now is always open. So a lot of the time, the spirit that I've always had to have people come over, my wife didn't always have it. Really? Like, again, this week? Yes. And I don't give a damn about how you feel. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. Go to somebody else's house. But we going to be here, chilling. Getting it in. And when you come back, you're going to have dishes in the sink. You know what I'm saying? I'll cook everything in that mug just to make sure they got dishes in the sink. But that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be given to hospitality. That's how you build bonds. Where do you think we get it from? Go to Oklahoma and think that Deacon Abiel and them not about to get together. Go to Houston and think that Captain Yadon and Captain Bankonaya and Captain Karatazar not about to get together. Right. Go to Dallas and think Captain Lemuel and them not about to get together. Come on now. We could travel all of these different schools and see all of this stuff taking place. Dang, they so close. They so tight. It's like a family environment. That's what you see now. You didn't see all of the pain and struggle to get there. It take pain and struggle to get to a family environment. Y'all know y'all got cousins that y'all can't stand. Mm-hmm. But when the family together, y'all together with them. Y'all put y'all differences to the side. And if that cousin that you can't stand and you talk and y'all squash y'all differences, you know what'll happen? Y'all will never talk about it again. Because that's my family, and we didn't already talked about that. No need to bring it up and cause more confusion. Right? So why we can't do that here? The family aspect is going to come when problems are solved. That's how you gain closer. That's why the scriptures say that there's a friend that's sticketh at all times, but a brother is born for adversity. Sure. Adversity. Some of my best friends in life are people that I had a fight with. A physical fight. Win or lose, that's how we became cool. Still to this day. It's going to happen the same way in this truth, except it ain't going to be a physical fight. It's going to be spiritual. You're going to have personality traits. They're going to have personality traits that you got to get over, that you got to get past, that you have to adjust. And then once you do that, you'll become closer with people.
That's a fact. All praises. All praises. So remember, it says in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 9, use hospitality one to another without grudging. Now, as a leader, give me 1 Timothy chapter 3 and give me verse 2. 1 Timothy 3, verse 2.
1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach.
So bishop just means a leader. You have to be given to hospitality as a leader. You have to have that spirit of charity. You have to have the spirit, like, you know what, I'm going to build with those that want to build. Those that have the spirit to want to come around and get built up, build with them. Build with them. Watch them, of course not. Yes, sir.
That's why right after giving the hospitality, it says apt to teach. Because when you buy somebody's house, it's a familiar setting. You don't want your house to turn into the ballroom. You don't want your house to turn into the hangout spot. You want your house to turn into a familiar place where people can grow and learn in the word. That's why it says apt to teach right after hospitality. Because when they at your house, what they learning? They at your house learning how to murmur. They at your house learning how to hold grudges, how to have an evil suspicion, or they at your house learning how to apply scriptures, learning how to have a stronger marriage, learning how to have a stronger bond with their brothers or their sisters. Are they learning Titus 2 in the living room while the brothers is in the back going over scriptures? That's what you got to ask yourself. When you give to hospitality, what kind of house are you showing forth?
All praises. So now, give me Galatians 6:1. Because now we're going to go into a different level of charity. Action. Because you can give someone moral support. Are you willing to sacrifice your time? Are you willing to sacrifice your time and effort, sweat, to make sure that your brother or sister is in a better place? Right? Read.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 1. Mm-hmm. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in a spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
Read verse 2.
Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ.
So right here, we have to remember that every single one of us can fall at a lower state. And we will want someone to have mercy on us. We want someone to look out for us, to help us get back right? Give me verse 6. Because this thing is so important, Cap. We talk about this all the time, right? Read verse 6.
Verse 6. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things.
Communicate unto him that teacheth all good things. So this is me communicating with you all on how to look out for your brother. Give me Mark chapter 2, verse 1. Mark chapter 2, verse 1.
Sir, the book of Mark chapter 2, verse 1.
Fact, give me Mark 1:45.
Sir, the book of Mark chapter 1, verse 45. But he went out and began to publish it much, and to blaze abroad the matter, and so much that Jesus could no more openly enter into the city, but was without in desert places, and they came to him from every quarter.
So Christ was doing so much work that was crowding him, right? It was hard for him to get in areas. Read.
Chapter 2, verse 1. And again he entered into Capernaum after some days, and it was noise that he was in the house.
So it was noise. So the appearance of Christ was circulating throughout the city that he was there. Come on.
And straightway many were gathered together, and so much that there was no room to receive them. Mm-hmm. No, not so much as about the door. And he preached the word unto them. And they come unto him, bringing one sick of the palsy, which was born of 4.
So Christ was doing miracles. He was teaching. He was doing these things. And there was so many people that was trying to get to him, but they couldn't. So now you have men, right? It says born of 4. A sick brother was carried by 4 men. Read.
And when they could not come nigh unto him for the press, they uncovered the roof where he was. And when they had broken it up, they let down the bed wherein the sick of the palsy lay. When Jesus saw their faith, he said unto the sick of the palsy, Son, thy sins be forgiven thee.
Now imagine you're going through it. This is 4 brothers. Their brother was sick with the palsy, right? And they heard that Christ was in town. They wanted their brother to recover so bad they did whatever it took. Right here it said what with the roof. Verse 4.
Mark chapter 2, verse 4. And when they could not come nigh unto him for the press, they uncovered the roof where he was.
They uncovered the roof. That's a good image, right? So, but you got right there. I wish we could have had it like a crowd of people just jam packed, and they was pushing people out the way because their brother was sick. They're like, oh nah, bro, Christ here, man. Don't even worry about it, bro. We'll get you right. We'll get you right. They push how whenever I read this history, I imagine you got 4 men, one brother on each side. They got a big sturdy wooden bed, and they pushing through the crowd because they're so determined to get their brother healed. They go do whatever it takes. They shoulder hurting, it's cramping. They bicep cramping up because it's heavy. Got a grown man in the bed, and it's cramping up. And they're doing whatever it takes to get this man to Christ. It says they even uncovered the roof. But you got to realize they took the damn roof apart. Give me Luke chapter 5, verse 17. Let's get a little bit more insight on this history. Luke chapter 5, verse 17.
The book of Luke chapter 5, verse 17. And it came to pass on a certain day, as he was teaching, that there were Pharisees and doctors of the law sitting by, which were come out of every town of Galilee, and Judea, and Jerusalem. And the power of the Lord was present to heal them.
So that's why the people was there, because the power of the Lord was present to heal. People was trying to get healed. Come on.
And behold, men brought in a bed of a man which was taken with a palsy, and they sought means to bring him in. And
so, hold on. A man in a bed. What's the average size man? 100, what, 140, 150? So a 150-pound man. You got a wooden bed. I don't know if y'all know how heavy a real wooden bed is, but that thing got some weight to it. It's solid. These boys, they didn't grab the beam. They hyped, you know what I'm saying? They hoist him up. They hoist him up because their faith is so strong They are so determined to heal this, to get this man healed. They understand, like, bro, we not leaving until we get you right. They bum rushing the crowd with a bed on their shoulder. They don't give a damn what's going on. Man, watch out, bro. Excuse me. I be picturing little sisters. My bad, sis. Watch out. We got something we got to be. So read.
And they sought means to bring him in.
It says they sought means to bring him in. What it say? Sought means they was coming up with a plan to get this man healed. They was coming up with a plan to get this man to Christ. That was calculated in this. Like, bro, we got to get this man to Christ, bro. I don't care what's going on. Come on.
And to lay him before him. And when they could not find by what way they might bring him in, because of the multitude, they went upon the housetops.
Bro, imagine that. It's so many people, they couldn't figure out how to get him to Christ. Because it's shoulder to shoulder traffic. They looking like, man, we going up with it. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, grab this rope, tie this up. Brother probably knocked somebody out. Hey, excuse me, want to come in? You know how black people get down. They climb up the damn side of the house. Well, it say they took the roof apart. So they went in and undid it and pulled him up through it. That's not crazy. That's called love. That's charity. How many of y'all willing to be uncomfortable to come up and devise a plan, means to look out for your brother, to look out for your sister? But you got to be honest. You got to be real with yourself. Even when it's inconvenient or painful for you. Think them brothers, it wasn't tired? Think they wasn't catching cramps in shoulders, joint pains or whatever? Now, granted, our forefathers was built different. Still, no, that's a 150-pound bed. So wouldn't a 150-pound man on top of a bed, that's some weight. You standing, you walking with this. You going up with this. So now you got to devise a plan, rope, and pull this man up. Pull somebody that roof apart. You know how mad I would have been? They need to pull my damn roof apart. To pull the roof apart to get this man up there. Come on, read.
And behold, men brought in a bed of a man which was taken with palsy. And they sought means to bring him in and to lay him before him. And when they could not find by what way they might bring him in, because of the multitude, they went upon the housetop and let him down through the tiling with his couch into the midst before Jesus.
So on top of all that, not only just getting him up, but safely and successfully lowering him down. How I picture like 1,000 people, 10,000 people. All you see is a sea of black and brown. Christ, he's in the center. And all he see on top of his house is you got these 4 dudes. And how I picture, he looking like, man, what the hell going on over here? You know what I'm saying? And these brothers are lowering this brother down. Come on, watch, read.
Verse 20. And when he saw their faith, he said unto him, man, thy sins are forgiven thee.
And when he saw their faith, not the brother in the bed, the brothers that was carried him. When he saw their faith, and how I picture in my mind, it says, and when he saw their faith, he said unto him, man, thy sins forgiven. Like, it's probably the craziest thing I've seen all day. So we have to learn how to have that level of love and charity for one another. All right? That's my time. Hey, shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airways, On the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.